What's up, guys? Another triad lesson here for you. I'm going to just try to break it down a little bit and help you save a little bit of time and kind of show you what to look for when you're learning these shapes. And really, if you break it down, we've really only got three shapes. We've got root position, we've got first inversion, and then we've got second inversion. Okay? Now, those three shapes are the same on the first string set and the second string set. Now they do change on the string set, which is going to be the D, G, and B string. So you might say, well, those are three new shapes I have to memorize, but not really. I'm going to show you how to look at it and think about it to where it's really the same shape. We're just adjusting one note. So it's comprehensive. And I've mentioned this in my videos a lot, is the more you know the foundations of music, music theory, what these patterns mean, the easier you're going to be able to add new information without having to memorize all new shapes. So instead of memorizing 12 shapes, because we've got three sets of shapes on four string sets, what we're going to do is we're just going to memorize three shapes, and then we're going to see how the B string affects those other shapes. Okay? So we're going to start with an A major triad, root position. So I want you to take a look at that one here. This is the root position shape, 1, 3, 5 right here. So this is you want to spend the most time memorizing this shape. Now, if we go down and start that same shape on the A string, same shape. This is D major, so we got A major, to D major, okay? So far, so good. Now, check it out. Let's see what happens when we go to the next string set. We've got a G. Same so far. That's where it changes. All we're doing is if we played the same shape, we would get this flat 5. So since it's the B string, we have to raise that note. So again, it's the same shape. If you see it the same way, we're just taking the top voice, sliding it over a half a step, because the B string is tuned down a half step. That's all it is. So again, you're just seeing that same shape. Oh, B string, we gotta slide it over. Okay. Now, the last one's a little harder to see, but it's a similar concept. If you look at the same, let's try to play that same initial root position shape here. So now we're going to be starting on this C. Now that's definitely not a major chord. What happens from this perspective is we take now instead of taking the top voice and sliding it over, we take both voices, the top two. The only one we don't move is the root, and we slide those over a half step. Now we've got root position. Okay, so you can kind of see how comprehensive this is. If you just start by learning this shape and then this shape and then this shape, they're just gonna seem like three different shapes, which they are, technically speaking. But if you understand, oh, this is the root position, just slide that over because of the B strings tuned differently. And then this one, same thing, just slide these two over. Then you can all see how it's based out of that one shape. Okay? So again, this is going to save you time. This is just a little insight and a way to look at it that's going to make more sense to your playing as you're, if I knew this when I first started learning the triads, I think I would have learned these things a lot quicker. So I'm just kind of sharing this with you. Now, of course, it works on the first inversion as well. Let's just look at the first inversion here. So we're going to do this. We'll just do a G major first inversion right here. So you got 3, 5, 1. And now we're going to go to the next string. Same thing. Now we're doing a C major first inversion. 3, 5, 1. Okay. You see that shape? This is the shape you want to really know. This is your first inversion shape. Now, what happens when we go down a string set? Now we're on. We slide that over. So now we got this F major. Because again, that B string, it wouldn't be that, it would be that. The B string is tuned down a half step in relationship to the other string. So you got to raise that a half step. Now this is where that first inversion shape comes from in this string set. Comes from that one. And then again, the next one, we can try the same thing instead of having it look like this, which is how it looks like down here. We just slide that over, both voices over. Now we've got a B flat major chord here. Okay. Same thing happens, and I'm just kind of running through these. Hopefully these diagrams help. Just pause the video. Not trying to take a bunch of your time here, but this is just getting to the point for you. So then the last one, second inversion, let's just start here. So we've got this E major chord here, 5, 1, 3, and this is the shape that you want to know. Same shape here. We got an A major. What happens when we go down a string set? Once we get that B string involved, we got to slide that top voice over. Now we've got that A shape. Now they're all stacked nicely on top of each other. That's your second inversion. And then if you go down one more, same thing. Instead of this shape, we have to slide these bottom two over. Look at that. Now you got your D shape. Okay? So again, second inversion, if you know this shape, and then you understand how the B string functions and how all the strings relate to each other, then you're really only seeing the one shape, and then you're adjusting for the B string, and then you're adjusting for the B and the E string, how they switch things up a little bit. Because B to E is the same relationship as all the other strings. So, plenty more triad theory to go over, but just was thinking about this today after I did those other videos, and I thought this would be very helpful, especially if you're studying the triads. And I definitely applaud you if you are. It's a very fruitful endeavor. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.